I'm not scared of Wanj Colliery audit, Chit Ando. Mines Minister Winston Chit Ando yesterday told Parliament that he was not afraid of what would come out from the forensic audit on Wanj Colliery Company, saying that it must proceed to its conclusion despite being implicated as having conducted some dodgy deals in the preliminary report. Chit Ando appeared before the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Mines together with the Attorney General Prince Makaya, who was also quizzed on the legal diligence he took before agreeing to put the mine under reconstruction with Bekithamba Moyo as the administrator. The Wanj Colliery mismanagement saga has had many twists and turns, with Chit Ando and former Mines Deputy Minister Fred Moyo, mine management, some board members, and contractors being fingered as having contributed to bringing down the coal mining giant. Yesterday, Chit Ando did not say much about the allegations leveled against him, but said he was amenable to the forensic audit being concluded. When I was the Wanj board chairperson, I never made any decisions on my own pertaining to Wanj, and any decision which was made was by the entire board, and all I can say is that there is need to retrieve the minutes and supporting documents to prove that I made decisions on my own, Chit Ando said in response to a question on whether he once ordered that a contractor with Wanj, Shepherd Tundia of Anvil, should be given a contract to transport coal so that he could pay back $481,000 that his company owed Wanj. Last week, Reynolds Tende Musa, a forensic auditor and investigator with Ralph Beaumont Greenacre and Reynolds, told the committee that Tundia owed Wanj Colliery $481,000 for coal deliveries he was paid for in advance. He also alleged that Chit Ando had pushed the board to make a resolution that Tundia be given more business so that he could pay back the $481,000. The forensic investigator must do his work, and if there is any amount owing he should go to his books. I do not see why he should have any additional powers through invoking the Prevention of Corruption Act because he, forensic auditor, already has leeway to go through the company books, the minister said. Asked why Wanj Colliery was placed under reconstruction without the supporting documents, Makaya said he was going to submit the supporting documents and the application before a judge this week, and then all interested parties will have 14 days to respond after the application has been lodged. Makaya also defended Moyo, administrator, saying that Wanj was a private company and so Parliament had no mandate to hold the administrator accountable. But, Mliswe said Section 299 of the Constitution stipulated that Parliament has a right to oversee all public expenditure, hence it could hold the administrator accountable because government had investments in Wanj Colliery.